right. Hello, Internet. It's the Rock Up Review back in our spiritual home, Patty's Pub.
Yay, Patty's.
Yeah, I miss this place. I love this place.
It's home away from home.
Exactly. Which is ironic because we actually were filming in my home the last time we filmed this. But this is more home for us. Yeah, absolutely.
For me, anyway. All right, what are we sampling tonight, Eddie?
Tonight we're
by the way, I'm Mike, the doddering old man.
Right, we got to introduce ourselves.
For those of you who don't
know us, and why would you? I'm Ed.
And I'm Mike, and for those of you who do know us, I'm still Mike.
And I'm still Ed.
There we go, see?
All right. We'll see what happens next week. But tonight, Aberlour 12, which I'm very excited about. This is a great whiskey. So this is a 12-year-old single malt from the Speyside region of Scotland, and its name comes from the Loire River, which runs into the River Spey, and Speyside. And I'm sure people are wondering why we've got plastic Guinness cups.
Well, they're wondering. That's their quiz. Is there going to be quiz questions for me later? No. Okay, good.
No, you sit there. You drink whiskey. That's your job.
I noticed one thing. I was pouring these while Eddie was off running to get batteries because I forgot them, and I put the cups on top to keep everything, dust out and flavor in. And while he was gone, I took a sniff, and I was like, "Whoa, wow!" Because it's just overwhelming. The spirits and the flavors, they just kind of evaporate and come right up into the glass, and you get a full snootful when you do one of these.
Yeah.
That's just a real heavy aroma.
Oh yeah, and it's funny to me because you accidentally discovered
what
some people have been doing for years. Yeah, people. Yeah, I
couldn't wait.
Yeah. But yeah, you cover it up. You let the aromas build up because the whole time it's sitting in your glass. There's little bits of stuff rising out of it. The alcohol is evaporating and it's carrying aromas up.
First thing I noticed was it was honey and sherry, but the honey was just overwhelming initially.
Yeah. It's very much, and now that I smell this, it's like Honey Nut Cheerios kind of, because it's got that really strong honey, but then you've got the grain sweetness underneath it. Yeah, I do love that. And you can tell. You very much is a Speyside. I believe, actually, all the sherry cask scotches we've done so far have been Speyside. So this is kind of our Speyside sherry scotch episode.
And I'm all for it because I've been loving every single one so far. But can't wait to try this one.
You can definitely tell it's a Speyside. It's got the kind of a pear, red apple thing going on. Light friendly, but with some darker sherry notes, darker fruit, a little bit of wood spice. I'm getting a little bit of that meatiness that you get with a sherry cask.
It's sweet though, like raspberry.
Yeah, definitely, kind of that red berry. And I feel oh man, on the taste. Yeah, I feel like I get that
you
red.
Went without me.
I did. I'm sorry.
Dog.
I went for it. I did. But I feel like on the taste that red raspberry comes out so much.
Wow, that is warming. That is full flavor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's long lasting.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. No, this is great. I feel like Aberlour is, at least the Aberlour 12, is kind of a good middle point between something like Glenmorangie Lasanta, where it's just finished in sherry casks, and Macallan, where it's really, really heavy sherry. Which is kind of funny.
So this is a blend of the two?
No.
I mean the casks.
Oh, yeah. So this is, in terms of casking, this is partially ex-bourbon casks and partially ex-sherry. Both aged for a minimum of 12 years. So they aged them separately, and then once they decided, it's time for these casks to come together, then they marry them, in a nice little ceremony.
And the birth is?
And the birth is Aberlour 12.
There we go.
Yeah, so.
Oh, this is very good.
Oh, yeah. And I guess, the more it develops in your glass, a little bit more of that, of the kind of sharp grainy notes come out, and I like that. Because it does have more depth of character than just like a simple sweet whiskey.
Cool. So I gotta ask a question.
Sure.
When guys sit at the bar and they're huffing their whiskey, I don't quite get what's going on there.
Okay, yeah. So, I was taught this trick, and yes, I've seen other people doing this too. I was taught this trick by a nice gentleman by the name of Mitch Weddle, who I met down in Austin, and he currently works for Heaven Hill Distillery. So he's a big bourbon guy. But what he showed me how to do, you take a little tiny bit of whiskey. Yep, just like that. And then you rub it in your hands. And the first sniff you take, ooh, pure ethanol, and that's strong. And the second sniff you take, yeah, now you're starting to get the spirit. You're actually starting to get the whiskey. And then the last one you take, see, I always think of this comes off like bread to me. And what he told me is this is more like you're getting what the yeast contributed to the spirit. You know, when it ferments, you know, the yeast is producing a lot of the esters, a lot of the different flavors you're getting before you distill.
I'm getting bratwurst and pomfret.
What did you have for dinner?
Bratwurst and pomfret. Go figure. I guess I need to wash my hands a little better.
Maybe. Yeah. But it's a fun little trick. It's a fun little trick, and it seems to work as far as I can tell, unless I'm smelling something completely different.
No, you're probably right. I did pick up the grains at the end, but yeah, I thought that was just the bun. So, what do I know? I'm the novice here.
Yeah.
He's the expert.
No, don't call me an expert. They're gonna get unfair expectations.
He's the guy who likes to talk a lot about whiskey.
So that's Aberlour 12. I think it's a great sherried Scotch.
Gotta ask, what does a bottle of this go for?
You know, we're gonna have to cut because I gotta look that up real quick.
Okay.
So Aberlour 12 goes for 50 to 60. Now what I really want to try is Aberlour Abuna, which is
sounds fancy.
It's supposed to be just a massive sherry, just explosion in your mouth. It's supposed to be just like the most sherried thing ever created in the world of Scotch.
Wow.
So definitely a step up from this. But I'm a poor man right now.
Yeah, right.
So we're going to have to wait on that.
But in the meantime, we have Aberlour 12.
Aberlour 12.
Cheers.
Cheers.